Hello, this is Danny Hubbard, author of the book Apocalypse Alive, and we are now in our last session, Session 4, of What Does the Bible Have to Say About the Future? Session 4 will cover the ruination and the renewing. The ruination, this is talking about the earth will be melted and a new heavens and new earth will be created. In 2 Peter it talks about this. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of the ungodly men. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with a fervent heat. This is talking about the existing earth. This is after the great white throne judgment. Now, the only people that are actually in heaven today are those that put their faith and trust in Christ. All those that were a part of the great white throne of judgment were cast in the lake of fire, and they will be in torment forever. They'll not be annihilated. They will not be burned up. They will be in torment forever. We don't want anyone to be a part of that. But this new heavens and new earth will be created. The earth will be melted because it has had sin in it, and God cannot be around sin in the sense of it will not be a part of his heaven and new earth. So it's melted and it's reformed in a way, and it's going to be occupied by those that were saved and now all in their immortal bodies. The renewing. This is talking about the New Jerusalem. The New Jerusalem, it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of the heavens saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes. They shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So this New Jerusalem comes down. We're talking about now all the tears are wiped away from the eyes of all of us. There'll be no more crying, no more sorrow. It's all gone. We're going to enjoy God's new creation on the earth, the New Jerusalem. Actually, the New Jerusalem will hover above the new earth. It will not touch on earth. It is a city that's called Foursquare. 1,500 miles square, and 216-foot walls, and river of life and the tree of life will be flowing through it, and a tree of life on each side of the banks of the river. The foundations will be made up of the most 12 precious stones that were ever on earth. Those are the same 12 precious stones that are on the ephod of the high priest of Israel. The stones that are on that ephod, that chest plate, represent the 12 tribes of Israel, and they are the hardest stones known to man. Street will be purest gold in this New Jerusalem, 12 gates of one pearl each, named after the 12 tribes of Israel, 12 foundations named after the 12 apostles, inlaid with those precious stones that I mentioned. There'll be no temple, no sea, no night, There won't be a need of the light of the sun, for Jesus Christ will be the light. So no need for the light of the sun, moon, and stars. Now, the sun, moon, and stars still exist, but Jesus will be the light. Jesus, there'll be no Satan, no demons, no more sin, and no more crying, no more pain. All the saved through all the ages now are in their glorified bodies. We talked about now the 8 steps to the future: the rapture, the rewarding, the recompensing, the revelation, the reigning, the reviewing, the ruination, and the renewing. At the last session comes to an end. This was the last session of the 8 steps to the future of what the Bible has to say about the future. The ruination and the renewing is what we've just covered. The 4 sessions that we've just covered are very short course on coming of Jesus Christ. These studies can be found in detail in my book, Apocalypse Alive. It is sold in hard copy online. However, I'm giving my digital copy away for free. And here's how you can get it. You can obtain a free copy. It's a PDF copy of Apocalypse Alive by going to my website and downloading it for free. You're welcome to give this copy to whomever you please. And you can find it at www.revealpublishing.com/book.html. That's all in small, non-capital letters. Please feel free to go to that site and download a free digital copy, PDF copy of the book. Then you can read it and see in more detail the explanations we've done in brief. I hope you've enjoyed these 4 sessions on what does the Bible have to say about the future.